cutie, I'm back. And today we are gonna do our makeup, of course, but we're also gonna talk about Encanto. If you're new here, welcome to my channel and welcome to The Cute Life. I'm your cult leader, Leah. If you're not new here, thank you again for joining me for this cult meeting. Today, we are going to talk about Encanto while I do my makeup, and we won't talk about Bruno. Yeah, we will. So, if you want to talk about Encanto and watch me do my makeup at the same time, stay tuned. Okay, so let's talk about Encanto. Now, I've only watched this movie once. I feel like I probably should have watched it again before making this video, but I wanted to talk about it. I think it's okay. It's not my favorite Disney movie, but most of the newer ones aren't. I didn't dislike it, but it's definitely not the kind that I can watch over and over. Now, I was under the impression that Encanto means enchanted? Just by looking at the word? I guess I should look it up. Let's look it up. What does Encanto mean? Oh, it means charm. So I guess I was wrong. But close. It's, you know, magic related. And I am very glad that this movie was magic heavy. I love magic. I believe in a kind of magic that is real. I just think it's important to keep magic in children's films, and I especially think it's important to the understanding of symbolism behind these kinds of movies. Another thing I really liked about this movie was the music. The music is very good. This music definitely gets you kind of moving around, especially when it comes on my Disney Pandora station. Now, the idea of having a magic house seems cool, but I also think it'd be kind of annoying. I mean, it's like another person in the house that you have to deal with, because the house basically was a character in this film. I also like the idea that they have in this movie about how everyone has a gift, and it's, you know, a talent that is appropriate to your personality. I believe that that is definitely true. I just feel like a lot of people don't take the time to figure it out. Like, the magic in the real world, it exists. It's just a little different than how we see it in the movies. So you have to be able to tap into that magic, that subtle magic that actually exists, to figure out what your talents are, what your gift is that's going to help the world. I like the mother's talent of being able to heal with a meal. I think that is so adorable, because it's true. Cooking is like a kind of magic that heals you, literally and figuratively. Sometimes it just heals your mood, but a good meal can just change your physical insides. If you have a cold or whatever, food can contribute to your health, but also your mood and your outlook on the world. Now, I don't understand why Maribel was the only one that didn't get a gift. Yeah, I mean, I guess magic isn't the most consistent thing in the world. Now, the little boy that got the gift to talk to animals, oh my goodness, I would love that gift. That's a real gift. I am always wondering what my dog is thinking, what she's trying to tell me. I can usually tell what she's trying to tell me, but to be able to know exactly, plus, like, then they could tell you when there's something wrong. You don't have to guess and feel like you're not helping. I also like the part where the older sister, Louisa, I think is her name, her little song and dance part. about how she has to stay strong and carry all the weight. I don't know what it is, but something about that sequence resonates with me. And the song is really good. Who am I if I can't carry it all? Whoa. Do, 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 do. Whoa. Now, the We Don't Talk About Bruno song, I think, is the best song in the movie. I think because I really like the woman's voice that sings that. I like that kind of almost childlike pitch in her voice. The sister that can like hear everything, I think is so adorable. I love her character design, like the way her little lips and her hairdo is so cute. I actually think she's my favorite character. Now the fact that Bruno was in the walls the whole time, that's pretty funny. They thought he'd like disappear, but he was just in the walls of the house. Now there are rumors around Disneyland that the Tarzan's treehouse is actually going to be redone in Encanto. Now I don't know about this. I don't know if that's gonna work. The only way it's gonna work is if it's no longer a treehouse, because I mean their house isn't in a tree. Tarzan's was. Before that it was Swiss Family Robinson. They definitely lived in a treehouse. But yeah. I mean, that'd be cool. Would totally make sense to make it into a magical house, but not a tree house, because it's not a tree house. So I'm really hoping Disney isn't gonna mess that up. No one can see what's going on. It's behind a bunch of tall walls. You can't see anything. So you can't tell if they're getting rid of the tree part. One joke that I did really like, thought it was funny, made me laugh, was when the little boy tells, I don't know his name, sorry, the little boy who can talk to animals, tells the cheetah not to eat the rats. Did you like that part? Did you think it was cute? Now Bruno's gift of being able to see the future, this is like a question I think about a lot. If you had the ability to see the future, would you? Like, I don't know if I want to know the future. The mere fact of you knowing the future could change the future, right? Unless the future is always as it is, and even you knowing the future is part of the future. Anyway, let me know in the comments. If you had the ability to see the future, would you see the future? I can't decide. I'm thinking no. Okay, and then the fact that the way she was going to fix the house was making up with her sister, or like, you know, yeah. At first I was like, that's weird. Like, why would making up with a family member fix the magic in their house? But then, duh, of course, the house is just a representation of their family. So if there's a crack in one of the relationships, then there's gonna be a crack in the house. If there's the magic isn't working between a certain relationship in the family, the magic's not gonna work. Now, of all their rooms, of course, I like Isabella's room the best. Mostly because it's pink. But to live in a room like that, ooh, I would like that. Pretty pink flowers everywhere. Petals falling around. If there's a way to make that real, I need to work on that. Now, this whole movie, Maribel and the viewer thinks that the reason the house is breaking and the magic is fading is because something to do with Maribel, since she's the one that didn't get her gift. It's gotta be her, right? She's the most logical reason. But turns out this whole time it wasn't Maribel, it was her grandmother. And her grandmother kind of let her take the raps, at least at first. At least for a little bit. Grandma. And then, you know, Grandma and Maribel make up, and Maribel's like, oh, you know, you don't have to feel bad. It's because of you that we had this miracle, and because of you we have this amazing family. But was it? Was it her? I don't think it was her. I think it was Grandpa. Grandpa is the one who stopped the men from getting them. It doesn't ever really say who these men were. Grandpa is really the reason that the miracle happened. Right? So in the end, their house gets destroyed, but because the family comes back together and admits they have some problems, but are willing to work on them, they start building their house back, building their family back together, and it's a happy ending. So yeah, that's Encanto and my review, I guess, on it, or my thoughts about it. Let me know what you thought about this movie. Did you kind of interpret it the same way as me? Again, this isn't my favorite Disney movie. I've only watched it once though, and then I kind of went through it again as I was doing this video. And I do feel like I understood it a little bit more the second time I watched it, which is pretty typical of me with the new Disney movies. I have to watch them at least 2 or 3 times before they start to grow on me. If you liked this video, let me know. It's how I know what kind of videos to make, and it lets me know you care. Make sure and subscribe and hit the notifications bell so that you'll know when I upload new videos. More makeup and Disney videos, more Disneyland videos, more Disney books, Disney looks. And I will see you in the next one. Bye! One curl won't stay in place.